Okay. Alright. Welcome everyone. Hopefully everyone's going well. Afternoon naps may be that way, but yes. I was only expecting to sleep an hour because I was like, I've had a strongish coffee to wake myself up this morning, but holy hell did I sleep. It was something like 4 hours. And I'm just like, geez, I really needed that. And I don't know why I needed it. Probably didn't sleep very well last night. So, yeah. Oh well. And god damn it, Nightbot, always taking the good positions. So, yeah. Alright, we're on YouTube. Cool, we're on Twitch. Everything's kind of set up. We have an ad break soon. Alright. Let's get into it. I am just going to open up one of these. Excalibur, right. Oh, so close Nocturnal. Let's see if Socks can get there. I need to get some more remotes soon. I've got to get one of Paddy. So hopefully he'll be on here. So yeah. More messages below. That's not set up. There we go. That should be all working. Ah, damn it, Nightbot. Okay. Let's reset this. Let's open up this. Alright, so what do we want to do? So today's achievement, we just need to finish off phases 1. And we've just reached ads. Okay, give me a couple of seconds. We'll put it on ad time. Welcome everyone. For those on YouTube wondering why we're running ads, on Twitch we'll have ads every half an hour. That's just to stop the pre-rolled ads whenever you join the channel. You guys don't get ads, don't worry about it. So yeah, otherwise I just pause what we're doing so no one misses out on any content. You get to see me standing here patting my cat's socks or solving a Rubik's Cube. There she is. Look at those judgmental eyes. She's like, yeah, give me treats. I actually did find a bag of treats and I don't know where I put them. Where did I put them? I know I've got them somewhere around the house. And RJ, why am I getting an ad in French? I don't know. Do tasks have some sort of metadata tag? What do you mean metadata? Probably not. You've got tags. Work VPN should be going to work, which isn't in France. Oh well, fair enough. That is a very good question. And now that I think about it, I have had a couple of ads every now and then that have been in a different language. And I don't use a VPN. And welcome back everyone. But it's been very rare. And I've been like, oh, that's funny. Don't remember what the ads were about. Like having tags field so I can use... Oh, yes. The tags are on tasks. Go into dark mode. Everyone's like, oh god, no. Oh, sorry, excuse me, I've been having fizzy water. They're under MISCs. You can assign tags to them like that. I don't make this show up anywhere else, but it's something we could actually do. We could implement this to show up elsewhere too. Right. I think if I write event hooks to say I want to notify when tasks are created with this tag. Yep. All right. Cool. Sweet. But yeah, they don't show up here yet. That is something I will think about doing. It's just, it will slow the search down a bit. But not too much. Not too much. And it's something I got to sort of think about how to implement and so forth with that. But yeah, it's the same same sort of logic which works on here. So if we actually go into MISC again and assign a tag, it's the same sort of logic with the Kanban card. All right, we want to finish our work on the API. Oh, sorry, phase 1 of the API. So we're getting close to actually finishing off. We've just got organizations and customers because we completed sprints last time. Yeah, we just got the organizations, customers, and then during the month of May we'll be doing something else, but we'll probably also finish off phase 2, and that will be, I think, enough phases for the API rollout at the moment. Mainly because when we go to 032, we'll be rewriting some of the stuff because we'll be sort of changing how the database is structured and all that kind of fun stuff. And we'll be looking at the permissions and moving everything to the APIs. So any calls to the back end will be going through the API. So yeah, and I think that's a massive change. So I think 032 would be out, I'm hoping before October, but it could be at the end of the year. So, yeah. It's also one of those branches where we're going to focus more on security, documentation, and bug fixes rather than features. So 031 is mainly focused on features. So, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting the cue ball sort of done. Alright. I am getting massively hella distracted. Sorry, once again, I've just woken up from a massive nap, so my brain isn't turned on fully. Okay. I'm going to put that out of my way where I can't see it, so I can't play with it. So yeah, we're going to do organizations and customers. Now, last time, we actually have sped up the process because, if I remember, we had a little bit of time left, and we're like, I'll tell you what, we're going to start the serializers. So we got the serializers done for both of them. At least we think we've got them done. We'll go back and fix up anything we've missed or gotten wrong, which, hey, we didn't test them, so there's probably going to be something wrong. Let's get the API started. We're going to start with customer, just because you got, in the hierarchy of things, you got organizations and customers. So we're just going to add that in from REST framework, import. Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. I don't know why I'm thinking serializers. I know we've got status. So import status. Our view sets, that's it. And then from REST framework dot response. Import response. All right. Then what we want is we want a class, and it's going to be called customer API view set. I do believe. I'm just double checking if it's just double checking the name. Made a mistake. We're doing it with a capital S. Okay. And we don't have API in there. Always just double check. It doesn't hurt. And then what we need is view set dot. Now this is model view. Yeah, model view set. Easy done. And then what we've got. So I'm just double checking again. We've got the query set and serializer class. I'm actually. Oh, hello. No, I don't want to put you over there. There we go. All right. So. We're going to set up the query set. I tell you what, we could potentially just copy what we've done with the projects, because it's going to be the same sort of layout. There we go. All right. I've done something wrong, haven't I? Yes, I have. I've opened up the project serializers. It's meant to open up the project. Alright, sucks. I need my hands, thank you. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, so I'm actually going to move the date time down here because I like that like there. In here, we are just going to start. So we'll need that one. The decorators, I do believe. And Fabian, what distro am I using? I'm just using plain basic Ubuntu. Yeah, nothing similar. I've been using Linux since I was 16, which was several decades ago. So yeah, I'm at that stage in life where I picked one and I'm like, all right, I'm happy with Ubuntu. I'm going to stick with Ubuntu. So yeah. And whatever distro you want to use, I'm happy for it. I know some other watchers use the unmutable Fedora version and stuff like that, which I've always found interesting. So yeah. I'm addicted to Windows 11. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm using Windows less and less. So, yeah, I use it to support some old .NET sites and stuff like that. But usually through VMs. Alright. So we got that. We got the decorators. The models. We'll probably need the groups. We won't need the permissions. We'll need the object assignment. Probably not. Organizations. Yes, we'll need organizations. We'll also need customer up here. Project we won't need. User group, probably not for the moment. So, but if I've made a mistake, we'll add them back in. That's perfectly fine. Do you write your Ubuntu? Sorry, I don't know what you mean by that. Did you write your Ubuntu? Once again, I'm very vanilla when it comes to my Ubuntu setup. I haven't changed any of the themes or anything like that. So yeah, I used to, quite a lot. I used to change everything and so forth like that. No. Once again, I just keep it the plain simple Ubuntu and so forth like that. No. I just don't have time for that anymore. So yeah, but I used to. Back in the day when I was like, let's say between the ages of 16 and 24, I used to play around with all of that all the time. It's fun. I'm not gonna lie. And you can definitely make Linux look really unique and beautiful. All right, we won't need the serializers, but we'll need from NearBeach.serializers. Customer serialize, import the custom serializer. Deepin OS. I haven't used it before. I have heard of it before. Oh, it looks nice. But yeah, I haven't used it before. And Adrian Learns, how are you? Happy Friday. Hopefully you're going well. Welcome. Initial release, 2004. Oh, alright. They've just done another release. Okay, yeah. Oh, written in Qt. Oh, I used to use Qt. So I used to write some database applications in Qt. Nothing extensively big. Yeah. I just remember Qt. I liked it as a language at the time. I haven't used it in a while, so yeah. All right, sorry, I've got to get back into this. All right, so we've got the view set, the response. We won't need that. All right. So this is the customer view set. So the query set, that's going to be, oops. Oh, I've got my hands around the wrong way then. There'll be the customer objects, and that will be the customer serializer. So we're all happy with that. So we're going to start with the create. Now, I'm going to double check the permissions, what we actually do for customers. So I'm going to go into the customer views. We're going to have a quick look. So there's customer information, there's customer information delete, there's customer. So we've got check users customer permissions. So if I go to that implementation, I'm just wondering if we could hijack this. And I think we can because we're not getting any data from the args and quags. I believe we can. All right, cool. That's good news to hear. So what I want to do is I'm just going to yank this one line. I yanked the wrong line. I'm going to yank this one line. We're going to paste it in. We're going to delete this. We're going to hover over this. We're just going to import it. It's done. And let's get started again. Ah, fat fingering. Oh, did it? All right, no, I'm not fat fingering. I'm just hitting the wrong key. Customer serializer. All right, if serializer is not valid, it goes through that sort of process. We understand that. Easy done. So now we're getting the group list. Customers aren't connected to groups whatsoever, so this is actually not needed. The organization instance is needed because you connect a customer to an organization. We don't need that. We won't need any of this either. So, but what we want to do, create customer. All right, so we need customer submit equals customer, and then we open up that. Now we're going to have a look at the models. So I'm going to place the models on the right. I know the chat overlay sort of covers it and stuff like that, but that's perfectly fine. We just want to go customer over here. We're just having a look at what data we need. So we've got customer title equals. Now that's a foreign key. All right, not a problem. Just trying to remember how we do that. I think we just got serializer data. And we got get. I don't know if we need the instance of it. If we do, when we test and we just add in the instance. But at the moment, I just think we just need customer title. It's fine if we're wrong. Customer first name. Easy done. All right. Customer last name, customer email. Ooh, I spelled that wrong. Easy done. Customer profile picture. This is not needed. When we create, we don't actually set up the customer profile picture. We actually default it to nothing, and then the user will set that up after the fact. So the organization will equal the organization instance. I am thinking this title needs. So what we're going to do is we're going to go customer title instance equals customer title. Oh, what is it? List of title dot objects dot get, and And then it'll be, I don't know, so we're on 36, we'll go up here. We'll add it in, we'll go back to 37. We'll go title ID equals customer, serializer, got that, and that will be customer title ID. It'll be easy just to do that. All right, date created. That's auto done. We don't need to do that. The change user is going to be the request.user. Easy done. Is deleted that default. Everything else defaults. And then we just go customer submit. Save. We don't need to worry about the groups because once again, customers are separated from that. We don't need to worry about the transfer of objects. That's perfectly fine. And then it's just going to be quicker if I go return. If I can spell, it will be quicker. Rather than edit each of those fields. And then, yeah, that'll just be the status. We'll just delete that and we're happy. So yeah, that's how I'm really fat fingering tonight. I'm hitting multiple keys at the same time. That's how we easily create the customer. So not a problem, done, easy. So with the destroy, this one's also going to be fairly easy. That's it. Oh wait, I need to actually go. Yeah, that's done. I do need to get rid of those. So what I should do, because they won't work. So I'll quickly do that right now. Oh, and I've got to do them with the correct permissions too. So delete can only be 4. List can be 1. Oh, I gotta yank that. And that will be 1 too. And that one will be a 2. And hey, Green Eye, how are you going? Hopefully you're going well. Welcome, welcome. I do hope you are enjoying my content. All right, we are implementing an API into NearBeach. So yeah, we're almost at the end of phase 1, which is where we did a vertical slice for phase 0, got some feedback, implemented that feedback, and now we're putting that vertical slice, well, we're extending the vertical slice. So yeah. It's getting rolled out in little tiny phases. So we've just done the destroy. All right, with this one, we won't need to do any of that. This does change though. So first we're just doing the customers. Now, we're just looking for any deleted ones. And that's it. And then we're going to go customer serializations. Oops, that will definitely be a denied message. with the customer results, many equals true. We send back. That's pretty easy. This one. All right. All right, so the retrieve, we're just retrieving from the customer query set, and then we're just sending it back. No problem, that's pretty easy to do. The update will be, we need to rewrite quite a lot of this. Easy done. We'll just go customer, serializer, is valid, response. All right, we're happy with that. Project status instance. No, but we'll need one for title. So it'll be customer title instance equals list of title dot objects dot get, and then it'll be title ID equals serializer dot data dot get, and it'll be customer title ID. All right, and then we just delete these 3 lines. In this sort of case, oops. Yeah, I'm still, still getting used to Vim after X amount of years of using it. All right, we're just going to do that. So update customer dot, now I'm just going from the top to the bottom. So the title, customer title will equal the customer title instance, easy done. The update customer dot customer first name equals, that will be the serializer dot data dot get. I've just opened up trash and I don't know what shortcut key I did to do that. If anyone knows, please tell me, because that's kind of cool. Customer first name, and then update customer dot customer last name will equal serializer dot data dot get customer last name. The update customer dot customer email, because all of these fields can be updated. Serializer dot data dot get, and then that will be the customer email. Now the profile picture and all that is done through a separate API, just mainly because we'll be handling an upload. When we actually go to 032, we'll review that, and we'll be like, do we want to put this inside the API? Yeah, it's just one of those things that we might do it. Wouldn't hurt. Let's just say that. And then we've got update customer. So the organization doesn't change. We'll need to do update customer dot date modified equals date time dot now. Because we modified it, update customer dot change user equals request dot user, because we've done that, is deleted, is not done anything. 105 to 113, that is 8. All right. Now, we sent back just the serialized.data. I'm just having a think. That should be fine. And there's customer. So now we've just got to test. So one thing I want to test out is to make sure we don't have any project calls in here. So update, all right, cool. And that's it. We need to get rid of some stuff we're not calling, which pretty easy to do. Okay, cool. So let's test it. Let's go over here. Let's save these because we're all happy with all of that. Now, we did sprint last time. I'm going to duplicate the sprint. So this will be customer. All right, so we've got a 404 because I haven't actually added the URLs in just yet. So let's quickly do that. So that's very, very easy. We go down to our URLs, API version 0. We go, all right, cool. Up here, we'll have customer API view. And then after here, we'll have, I'm going to close models. We don't need it. I'm going to do this so you guys can see the full screen. So we'll have router, register, customer API view, and then we'll have customer view set, base name equals customer. And then we just wait for everything to reboot. And we hit send. We've got a 500 error. Customer view set has no attribute to user. Okay. Let's find out what went wrong. So I'm going to close all other tabs. We're just focusing on this at the moment. So this is part of the list. We are going to put a breakpoint there and we're going to hit send. We don't hit that breakpoint, so something's gone wrong with the permission. So I'm going to go into this permission and I see it right here. All right, we have code for this. So I forgot where I put the code. It's definitely in the sprints view. So I want to go into decorate. I want to go check user permission. I want to check the API sprint information. There's this one line here. We want to paste this line in here. Need to update request if we are using API. That's it. That's the one line. So I'm going to hit send a couple of times. Boom. We hit that breakpoint. I'm getting rid of that breakpoint. We're going to hit all the way through. All right. We've hit our next one. Cannot both declare the custom field, custom profile picture, and include it in the custom serializer exclude option. Ooh. All right. So we have done bugs. We've gone and bugged up. All right, so I'm going to close the permissions. We're going to close this one. We want the customer serializer. So what this is saying is we can't have this. And what I want to do is call it that. Just for the moment. Now, we don't have it in this list. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cull that one out. All right, yep. Now, in NearBeach, If we actually, sorry, in NearBeach, let's just list all the objects. Let's go down here. Admin user. All right, let's add in dark admin in here very quickly. I'm going to go to my profile. I'm going to update my profile picture. I'm just going to do this one. Oh, yep. All right. No, not a problem. I forgot to turn on my Docker Minio instance. That's why that's showing. I'm just going to shove that all the way over there. We are just going to refresh. There we go. So if we go back into the task information and reload, there we go, we've got dark admin. If you're wondering how this works, if we inspect that, you can see that /private / and all of that is in there. So that there is the profile picture UUID. So NearBeach actually handles this because we've got permissions set to all documents that are uploaded. That's including profile pictures and any documents uploaded against stuff like projects and so forth like that. We've got our own custom permissions. So it all goes to the one point. It passes through UUID, and the system determines whether or not to pass that that image or document onto you. So what I want to actually do is I want to include that private path in here. Now I'm going to apologize. I need to go. I'll be right back. I just need to go to the bathroom. I won't be long, but here is socks. I'm going to put on the be right back screen and I shan't be long. Sorry about that, everyone. Alright, I'm back. Okay, let's jump back into it. So, if we were to go to this customer profile, so if we just go into customer information number 1, you know, the same image, because that image is awesome. If we have a look at what that is, we can see that the UID is 524, yada, yada, yada. So, 524, yada, yada, yada. All right. Socks is playing with the webcam again. I am just going to do it like that. And there it goes, Socks. You get to go front and center again. She'd be like, yay. All right. And the Bob, I know, how are you? I need to work out, will you have your headset on while I exercise? Well, you mean this thing that I'm wearing? Yeah, possibly. But if you mean when I exercise, yeah, I do actually have my headset on. I listen to music all the time and stuff like that. I have some bone conducting headphones for when I ride my bike. I forgot what brand I've got. Yeah, I've got some bone conducting headphones whenever I ride my bike, mainly so I can actually hear the traffic. The last thing I want to do is cover my ears and not be able to hear what's happening around me. So, yeah. But otherwise, if I'm at the gym, I'll wear these headphones that I'm wearing right now. Not a problem. I should get some, I should get something that sits in my ear, much like how the... kind of like how the Apple headphones do, but not the inner ear one. Oh, I hate those ones. They never sit right in my ear, and yeah. Alright, getting back into this. So, if we actually look at the settings, so when you're on developer mode, if you've ever done developing stuff for NearBeach, all the local setup is in here, and we've done that purposely. So users just need to download the code, and they can instantly start running their local version of NearBeach without any setup, which is great. A couple of years ago, I watched a couple of streamers try and set up NearBeach locally, and it failed, and I was like, I need to actually improve that. But it also gives us the ability for us to refine certain keywords. Alright. There we go. So, what we need to do is we need this value to pass through. So, with the customer serializer, what I want to do is I don't want any of this now. What I want is customer profile. Hang on. I'm just keeping that there. Profile picture path equals serializers dot read only field, where we want the source to equal a value and a field. And I've got to figure that out. So, Django REST framework, concatenate data within a read-only field. So I think it's only going to be a read-only field because we'll only ever need it for a read-only field. And what we want to do is we just want to connect two bits of data together. So serialize method field, serialize method field. Oh. All right. Let's have a look at this. So the serialized method field, method name, the name of the method on the serialized to be called, if not included by default. All right, cool. So having a look down here, serialized method field, we get def day since join return. Oh, all right. I like it. I absolutely like it. This is easy. This is not gonna cause any problems. All right. So socks. I need my keyboard. So I'm going to delete these 3 lines. We're going to go customer profile picture underscore path equals serializers dot serialized method field, and path. We're going to call it that. He's done def get profile picture path. Yep, we want to self. We're just going to return profile picture path as a test. I'm just gonna okay. Get days since joined. Self and object. All right, cool. All right. Now, I don't know why that's doing that. That's probably going to have issues. Yeah, that's having issues. All right, I'm going to, in this sort of case, I'm going to remove this. That's perfectly fine. Custom fields, date time, represent. Yeah, we just need to do that. We also need to import the settings, which is pretty easy to do. We've done it multiple times within the code. So, for example, if I find this particular keyword, and we go to diagnostic views, we can see, yeah, we do it like something like that. And then, oh, even better. Sorry, file mask, document views. Yeah, we do. So I'm just seeing where I do it properly. All right, no problem. I'll figure it out. So we said we were going to do that. We're going to run it. We got a 500 error. Customer serializer object has no attribute get profile picture. Okay, yep. It needs to be actually called that. Not a problem. What we do is we just replace it. You're kidding me, right? Goddamn copy paste. Whoever broke copy paste on all the fucking operating systems, Jesus Christ. And I didn't want that. Alright. There we go. So we got it through. Get profile picture path. Alright, so now what I need to do is in here, Django get value from settings, because I want to do this correctly. Import settings. Alright, yep. So from Django, I absolutely forgot. Django config. Import settings. Alright, sweet. And then if we have a look from Django config import settings, we should be able to see where we use it. Document cleanup. Alright, from settings. And then I just need to look in here. Yeah, it's just a simple get attribute. Alright. So, going in here, what we want to do is... I'm just going to paste that in. Oh, for fuck's sakes, this keyboard's driving me nuts. I want to go into here. We're going to copy this. Paste it in. Alright, private media URL. Alright. What we want to do is we want to return object dot. I'm having a look at the documentation just in case we've got to do something here. No, we don't. Alright, object dot customer profile picture plus the private media URL. And if we've got that around the wrong way. Sorry. So that should be private media URL plus that. Now I'm having a look in the settings. Yes, it's always done like that. So yep, like that. Sweet. If we go send. Oh, has no attribute get. Yes, it does. Does it go after meta? Yeah, it goes after meta. Alright. Weird, weird. Just having a few minor issues, but not a problem. I'm gonna hit send. Can only concatenate string, not document to string. Alright. Now, this is where I'm gonna open up the models. Or I'm just gonna put a breakpoint here. We've hit the breakpoint. So I can have a look at the object. So with the object, we've got socks fluffy, we've got the customer profile picture. I can just put ID at the end. Underscore ID. Cap locks. Now that's going to fail. That's perfectly fine. We're not worried about that. We'll just hit refresh here. Okay. And we should be able to string that. And there we go. We've got it. Now, we don't need to go to it. Now, if we have a look at the URLs for this, it doesn't have a / at the very, very end. So, yeah, that's perfectly fine. That's coming through okay. I'm happy with that. So we've got the customer profile picture, we've got the customer profile picture with the ID down here and this up here. So if the user changes private to something else, it will reflect that. We've got the customer ID, we've got the customer title. We need the customer title name. So up here, what we'll do is after this one, we'll go customer title name. Oh, we already do. Why isn't it showing then? Tell you what, I'm going to put a breakpoint here because we've got access to the object. I am going to click on object. We're going to go customer title. So we've got customer title. If we open it up, it's just title. So this is just wrong up here. All good. What we'll do is we'll do that. We'll hit play. We'll get rid of the breakpoint. We'll hit send a couple more times. So we've got title. We still don't have title name in here. I think when I was doing this, I made a few mistakes. No problem, we'll fix it. There it goes. So now we've got that in there, and I'm happy. Okay. So we've got the first name, we've got the last name, we've got custom email, we've got the profile picture, we've got the organization ID, we've got the organization, and we've got the customer profile picture. So all of that is in there. We're happy. We've only got one customer in here, and that's perfectly fine. That's it with the customer. So we can now move on to organization. So I am gonna close all these tabs. I'm actually gonna copy the customer serialization, and I'm gonna cancel that. No. Not the serialization, the API. I'm going to copy the customer API and I'm going to paste it in here as the organization API view. Now we're going to have a quick look at the organization view. And we're going to copy this one. Because it'll be just like this. Oh, I haven't done the full testing yet on the API. We'll do that after. We'll do the full testing after. We've just got to import this. Get rid of this. Now, we'll need those. I don't know if we need the list of titles. But we'll come back to this. So the query set will be for organization. And it will be for organization serializers, which we'll need to import. So from NearBeach serializers, organization serializers, import the organization serializer. Oh, I hate when I do that. Easy done. Oh, and we've got an ad break. All right. Welcome, welcome. I hope everyone's going well tonight. So, yeah. So, yeah. we're getting this done. We'll do the organization, then we'll test both of them thoroughly, and then yeah, we'll call it. The sort of next step is to implement all the unit tests around it and so forth like that. With the knowledge that our unit tests will need to move from version 0 to version 1 when we actually go to 0.32, because we'll deprecate version 0. The idea being is that all the issues we'll find in version 0, it's definitely not stable. And yeah, and welcome back, Nocturnal. I don't know how long you've said that. Sorry, I've been not paying attention to chat. Sorry, I've been really hard focusing. So, yeah. Also, I need a haircut. Look at this, and look at yeah, definitely need a haircut. Hopefully next week. Oh, and the community's back. Welcome back, everyone. Okay. So yeah, we've got the API for the customers done. I just need to test it. We're going to do the organization now. Yeah. Okay, going with this, we've set up that with that. Then we're going to go down here. We are going to go organization serializers. And hey, Steam Pillow, how are you? Hopefully you're going well. We won't need to grab an instance of an organization. We won't need to grab the title. We'll need to create organization. That will be organization submit equals organization. Alright, so I'm going to bring up media again. Sorry, not media, models. I'm going to put that on the right. I'm going to search for it, and I'm just going to look through the model and so forth like that. Messil or Ronaldo? Sorry, I'm a bit confused by your question. And how are you? Hopefully you're going well. So, in here, what we're going to do is we're going to have the organization name equals the serializer.data.get and then the organization name. Easy done. Everyone's quite happy with that. We've got the organization website. Serializer.data.get and the organization website. Easy done. Organization email equals serializer.data.get organization email. The profile picture, once again, we don't actually create this when you create a organization. It's actually done after the fact. The date created, date modified is automatically done. The change user isn't. That's just the request.user. And the is deleted is not the case. Now, I know, and I just remember this, that we got to do that special one-liner code in here that we did just before. So we're going to go up into the permissions and go customer permissions. We're going to copy these 3 lines. We're going to go over here and we're going to paste them in. Don't you watch football? No. No, I'm Australian. So I don't know if you can tell by the accent. So, sorry. Alright, going back into this. So we've got the organization submit. That will all happen. And then we just go organization ID. I'm just cheating with this. There you go. Okay, with the destroy, we're going to do that. Easy done. Okay. So, we've got the list, we've got the page size. A lot of this is, yeah, that's going to be simple, this one. It's just going to be organization. Organization. Serializer equals organization serializer, organization results, many equals true. We'll delete the top line, and that's all done. Now with the retrieve, we'll be using organization. Now, this is where we'll probably actually include a list of customers in here. What is the best way of increasing coding capabilities? Couple of recommendations here. Sure, you can use all the LLMs and stuff like that, but also having your own knowledge is a lot better and a lot faster to actually solve problems. Because if you know how to solve a problem, you're going to be faster than an LLM at doing that. So, yeah. Best way to increase coding capability, solve problems. Code more. Do it yourself. Read the documentation. So yeah. That's what I've been doing. I'm constantly learning, by the way. I haven't learned everything. Build things. Yep, build things. Build things, that will definitely work. They don't have to be big things. They don't have to be massive project management systems like I have done. They can be small things. Like you can build a simple game where you just jump. That's it. Once you got that mechanic down, you can be like, all right, cool. I want to do now cartwheels. So yeah. Time in the saddle, as the Primogen says. Yeah, that's a good one. Time in the saddle. I like that. So yeah. Organization. So, straight off the bat, we need to change this to organization results. Now, we are going to extend this out. Serializer equals organization serializers, organization results. We're going to delete that. Now, I want to include all the customers within this list. Also doing hard things. Yes. So you will come across hard problems, and knowing how to break those hard problems down into smaller, easier to digest chunks is going to make your life a lot easier. So yeah, I didn't just build NearBeach. I built small sections of NearBeach, and I came across problems and I broke them down and I solved them and so forth like that. So yeah. If you're not pushing the limits of your knowledge, then you're not going to get better. Yep. Studying, reading, documentation. Also another really good one. And also learning different ways of doing things. So a good thing about knowing multiple languages. So my main languages at the moment are .NET, JavaScript, and Python. Those are my three main ones. But I've used C++, Qt, Framework, C, PHP, Ruby, and so forth like that. And actually seeing how different languages tackle the same sort of thing. So, for example, if you have a for loop, if you're going through an IEnumerable in a for loop, certain languages have the ability to tell you whether it's the first instance of the loop or the last instance of the loop, whereas other languages don't. And then you got to think, oh, how is this implemented in those other languages? I've created a personalized diet planning apps in React. Oh, fair enough. That is good to hear. So, yeah. And don't be afraid of refactoring. This is not saying anything wrong about your code or anything like that. React is a moving language, and that is a good thing. It's just that within like a year or 6 months or something like that, they might release new functionality in React that does things better. So, yeah. And that happens all the time. You'll see videos of people being like, don't do this in React anymore, do this instead, because it's going to do this, this, and this. And you're like, all right, cool. If you're not put it's the same as working out if stay at the same weight / reps, you plateau. Yeah. All right, now I want to actually go into the organization serializers. So I think we can shuffle the models over there for the moment. Oh, I'm getting yelled at. Yes, come on, up your hop. Oh, your bed's almost off the desk. All right. So in here, we've got customers. All right, cool. So we've got customers already. We're going to change this. And we're going to add... Oops, wrong button. Organization... can't type. Organization. No. Alright, I will have to find the traits. Because they're not in this room, and I don't know where I put them last. They are somewhere around. Where did I put the traits? Oh god. Because I know I found traits. I know I found traits. Give me a moment. Organization profile picture path is going to be a serializer dot. This will be a serializer method field, like so. And we're going to get rid of these 4 lines. And then down here we're going to get class get organization profile picture path, and then we've got self and we've got object. Oh, it's not a class, it's a method, sorry, def. And then what we're doing is we're getting the... I'm just going to copy the lines. It's going to be quicker if we copy the lines. We're getting the private media. We need to import the settings. That's fine. I'll click on that. I hate when I do that. I'll bring those in a second. That will be actually organization. Alright, so from up here, from Django.config, import settings. Easy done. I have done that. Okay, cool. So that should, in theory, work. Now, we don't have any of this in there. We might not need it. When we do testing, we'll go through and we'll check out to see if we actually need any of that. So we've got this. We're actually quite happy with that. So we've got the object. What we're going to do is we're going to go add customers into object, into serialization, into retrieve. Add customers. We'll just leave it as add customers. So we've got organization results dot customer. Is it customers or customers? Customers, it's plural, equals customer.objects.filter, and then what we're going to filter for is deleted equals false, because we don't want any of the deleted ones, and then we need the organization ID equals the PK, and then we serialize it all. So yeah. Before I continue with the update, I am going to quickly run and try and find those cat traits. I will be right back. I'm just going to put the be right back on this somewhere. In the meantime, you get to see socks. I know that they're somewhere. I had them the other day. I gave some to Socks. I'll be back. Okay, I found them. Sorry about that, everyone. Alright, in your bed. You know what's happening. Put this on the secret screen. I'll remove the B right back. There we go. Okay. Did you just eat all of them that fast? She's like, hey, maybe? What are you talking about? I didn't get any treats. God. It's like I feed you heaps. You just ate them so quickly. Alright, let's get back into this. I'm hoping you caught that, Nocturnal. That was the fastest I've ever seen her eat the treats. You didn't even chew, did you? Okay. Alright. No, you looked... Alright. That was... I'll give her 2 more treats. Stay in your bed. No, don't. In your bed. Yes, you know bed. Where you get these treats. Alright, chew them. They're meant to be good for your teeth. Alright, so getting back into this. Yeah, inhaled. I don't know why. Usually she's not that fast. And it's not like Patty, the new cat, eats the treats, so he'll just look at them and be like, I don't like these. So yeah, it's not like she has any competition. And Max knows not to go near her when she's eating the treats because she will wallop him. Alright, so we won't need... Oh. We won't need any instances. Famous last words. Let's update organization. Yep, easy done. So update organization equals organization.objects.get and then pk equals pk. Easy done. Update organization dot. Now this is where I need the models back because I just need to be like what fields I'll be updating. So we'll update the organization name. Equals serializers dot data dot get and organization name. Update organization. So this will be organization website equals serializers dot data dot get and organization website. Update organization email equals serializers dot data dot get and organization email. The profile picture we won't be updating. That's done through another node. However, that being said, what will actually happen is we'll probably think about doing it in here. So that way it can all be done in one sort of place. We'll think about it. It's, yeah. Update organization dot date modified will equal datetime.datetime.now. That's just easy. And then the change user update organization change user equals request.user, so that's the person who changes it, and that's it. And we're done. We can actually test. Alright, so first off we get rid of that. I am just going to search for customer. Straight off the bat, I'm finding some issues. Alright. I am sorry, I'm probably going to have to end stream early. My stomach is giving me issues at the moment. Yeah. I'm terribly sorry about this. So, yeah, we're going to find someone to raid very, very quickly. And I'm going to have to actually call it. I am terribly sorry. So, let's do... I keep forgetting. Let's do Jones. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for coming tonight. I'm terribly sorry that I have to finish it early. I can just feel my stomach churning over at the moment, and I know I'm going to be very sick very soon. So I'm going to actually raid and run. Thank you very much everyone, and I do actually want to get this done tonight, so I'll probably be working off stream in a little bit. Yeah, I do hope you enjoy the next stream. Yeah, I've just eaten something bad, and I'll leave it at that. Alright, thank you very much everyone, have fun. And thank you very much everyone on YouTube also. Yeah, have fun.